All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks to me like it's time for the show. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're here this morning. This beautiful hump day morning, and we are here live. All right, hello, everybody, and welcome to the show on this beautiful hump day Wednesday morning. Let's see who's here today. First, we got Cliff Hickson, who said good day. Here's your happy dance, mate. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right. All right, let's see. And then what do you got to do for number two? We've got Griffey in the house. What's up, Griffey? Great to see you. Let's see. We got both the Australians right on top of each, right after one another, immediately in sequential. Ladies and gentlemen, Highway Star, is here. All right, what's up, Highway Star? Great to see you, buddy. As always, David E. Persons is back. What's up? Great to see you, buddy. And of course, little Chihuahua Big World is here. That's right. She was up on panel yesterday. We had some fun hanging out. Let's see. Cliffy, St. Griffey, little Chihuahua. Cyber Rax is here. Depending on where you are in the world, good morning or good afternoon or good evening. Who knows? Let's see. Little Chihuahua, Highway Star, David Pearson's. We got Child in Time 58 with a 1 month membership milestone. One month already. Woohoo! Hez is the man. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Good morning, all you beautiful people. Let's see. We got Rooster Cogburn is here. Morning, everyone. Can't stay long. Doctor's appointment. Happy to see you all. Happy to see you too, buddy. Good luck at your appointment. Hope everything turns out okay. Christopher O'Connor, not first. Great to see you, Christopher. Thank you for coming. Robert Thomas, hey, good morning, Ez, and happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Yeah. All right. Hi. All right. Let's see. We got Tim Hicks in the house. What's up, Tim? Great to see you. All right. And it looks like, for now, it looks like that's it. All right. So, hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Yeah. So it's Wednesday, and it's wild, man, what's been going on, because I know they're, not the biggest thing in the world, so most people probably don't even know they exist, but there's a jam band called Goose. And they've been doing this thing like the last 3 days. Tonight is going to be the fourth night where they're playing this one club. I don't know how many nights they're booked. I think tonight's the last night. I think it's 4 nights in a row. But they've been playing a live show at this club and, well, the theater, whatever, but they've been having it live on YouTube. So I've been having it actually on. Last night I actually fell asleep to it. It was pretty cool. But yes, and I just have all their music in my head, which is pretty awesome. And how many bands will do that? When they play a live show, like maybe once in a while, but these guys, like 4 nights in a row, every night, their show is, you can just watch it on YouTube, and the place is still packed. It's not like people didn't go. Duck, goose. He was waiting for someone else to say duck. It's only 9 p.m. here. Yeah, see, evening. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yes, I was up late watching Goose. Oh no, see, Highway Star, man. I was waiting until 11 when our Nevada judges actually posts it, because I want to actually see it. But yeah, I heard the new Goose drummer found his groove. Yes, absolutely. I mean, like, he was real groovy last night, like doing some incredible stuff. Yeah, those guys are amazing. Anyway, I don't know. What's interesting about them is that, 2 weeks ago, I didn't, well, maybe 3 now, I didn't even know they existed. And then a buddy of mine was like, oh man, you got to check out this band called Goose. And again, they had a premiere like that night of them playing live. And I watched it and I was like, this is great, And then from then, it seems like they got a new video out like all the time. They're just constantly, I guess they're if you look at the tour dates, there are almost no gaps. It's like every day they're playing somewhere else. They're playing almost every night. It's crazy. It's crazy. I think it's crazy, man. It's nuts. Good stuff. But other than that, yeah, with the Chili update, he definitely tried to get bail, and apparently it was denied. But what's their genre? They're a jam band. It's rock, but it's, it's more like, I mean, they got it's the basic structure of like any jam band, right? Like you have your hook, your intro, your chorus, your verse, your chorus, your verse. And then when it gets to the solo part, like where the guitar solo would usually kick in for like 30 seconds or whatever, they'll play for an hour and then they'll get back to the groove, and then that's the end of the song. But they're amazing. They're so good. Let's see. I wonder, because they do all their stuff live, I wonder how they are as far as copyright. Like if I could play a piece of something, if I'd get in trouble. I don't know. I don't know. But I do know that we got a bunch of new videos to show, and I think I'm going to start. Oh, by the way, I don't know if this is a thing, because I just noticed it this morning, and maybe you guys in the chat can help me figure it out. My YouTube, like every time I've ever been on YouTube ever, I got the video here, and then underneath the title of the video, and then the description, and then all the comments. But this morning, for some reason, I have no idea if it's something on YouTube's end or something that I accidentally changed in settings and didn't realize it. But now I have the video here, the title and the comments here next to it, not under it. Can I move that? Did I move that? Or is that just the way it is now? Like, and I didn't realize it. I don't know. It's really, 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 really weird. It's strange, bizarre. Anyway, at this point, I know most of you have probably already seen this, but there's absolutely no possible way that I'm going to have a show that's all about having fun and not show the new Tones Overthinks It video, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is a banger from the bangingest bangs of bangness that ever. But I said it, dagnabbit. I blame News Now Voodoo. He messed with your settings while you were asleep, right? He's already trying to get another 20 grand out of his subs, and he probably will. That's the sad part. Got a day off from driving, and it feels so good. All right. Did you get the email from me with Tone's video? That's what I'm about to show. That's exactly the video I'm going to show right now. Yeah. We're going to start today with the new Tones Overthinks It video. This video is a banger, an absolute amazing thing. It's great. Tones and Fez road trip number 12. Here we go. This is so good. I'm laughing just thinking about it because I know what's coming. If you guys didn't see this yet, oh, you're in for a treat.
Ruling is he wants to say sorry. I've asked him if he'd say sorry to the court.
Mr. DeCastro is no longer cloaked with a presumption of innocence. He has been found guilty beyond reasonable doubt.
That's why I sentenced him to jail. I could have given him 180 days on each count, read it consecutive for a year in jail, but I didn't. So he's going to apologize to me in a minute, but that's not what he's saying on what he's publishing online.
Oh, that has got to hurt.
Are you aware that he has a trial pending in Las Vegas Municipal Court? He has a case pending in Good Springs Justice Court. All right, so your motion is denied.
Well, you're not getting out of jail anytime soon, Chili.
Sir, will you give it a rest and put that away? The show is about to start.
Okay, fine. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tones Overthinks It, the show where I think too much to make up for the people who don't think at all. I gotta say, this last couple of weeks have been fantastic. Fessington and I are still kicking it around here on the East Coast. Chili's gone to jail, just recently denied being let out. DMA got arrested again. Long Island Audits got arrested again. And a whole bunch of other frauditors. Who knows where they are and what they're up to, but I'm pretty sure half of them are getting arrested. So with all that good news, Fezington and I decided to treat ourselves to watching a lovely little show. Oh, great, it's starting. Gotta go.
Frauditors were having trouble, what a sad story. Needed some new case law to restore their former glory. Where, oh, where was he? Where could that then be? He f***ed around and found out the consequence to be. And now it's jail time for Chili in Clark County. Now he's unhappy and screwed. He's marching to an epic fail. Look out, here comes that beta male. Jail time for Chili in Clark County. 6 months for being so crass. Jail time for Chili in Clark County. So frauditors, blow it out your ass. I'm now wearing torture cuffs and in a cell with Roy. Don't be stupid, have an ego. Let's overturn Terry v. Ohio. Jail time for Chili in Clark County.
I'm in the dungeon. Spread your butt cheeks.
Who will he piss off today?
There is a sound to going poop.
Calls trying to grift your money. Doxing his judge.
This call is being terminated by the facility.
Wow, that was dumb. Oh, yeah, it was. Jail time for Chili in Clark County. His face shows he has no hope. Jail time for Chili in Clark County. Means that you really are completely out of luck. Be sure to not rock.
But then again, maybe I'm just overthinking it. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you like what you see here and you want to see even more in the future, please consider subscribing to my channel. Also, feel free to share your thoughts down in the comment section. I always love to read them. Till next time.
Tones overthinks it, ladies and gentlemen. Another round of applause for Tones. Love it. I love it. I love it. Again, another round of applause for Tones over. 3 cheers for Tones over. Thinks it. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh man, yes, that was brilliant. I'm telling you, it's amazing. The stuff that he does. I mean, he's Tones. What are you gonna do? He's like the king. he's so good. His animation style and everything is just it's astounding sometimes how good it is. He has said they spent a lot of time on it too. So let's see. It looks like we got a bunch more people came in. We got Jason D in the house. What's up? We got Debo's Nation here. What's up, Debo's? Let's see. Highway Star Griffey, Christopher O'Connor. What's up? Good to see you. Let's see. Of course, Graham from the Graham and Bob Show, but it looks like one of the Bobs took over his computer. Morning, everyone. Hope you are well. Animation on this is brilliant. Must have taken a while to make. Yeah, he said that too. Internet God is here. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Let's see. Anyone else I missed? I will say thank you for joining us. Glad to have you here. So I'm sorry. That's just so funny. I love the way that William Grabber's here. What's up, William? Good morning. Good to see you. So yeah, the way that Tones put that together, and I never like really thought about it until Tones Overthinks It came around. Like he always has this thing with always making the references to the Mel Brooks movie. So that was a reference to a Mel Brooks movie. That was a song from the Producers. But like so much, like watching his video makes me realize that no matter what the situation is, there's something in some Mel Brooks movie somewhere that's appropriate that works as a joke. It's really, really cool, interesting stuff. So anyway, and I've always loved Mel Brooks. I mean, he's hilarious. What are you gonna do? And he's been around forever. Like even before all the movies, he was writing for TV and stuff. I think it was like Our Shows and stuff like that. The guy's, I mean, comic legend. So what else has been going on? Again, Chili's hearing already happened for his bail, but our Nevada judges is actually going to show it today at 11. So it'll be after I'm off the air, but I've just been waiting to actually see it because I know a lot of people, even, I think Frauditor, a couple others have already made videos talking about it, but I want to wait until I actually see him in court and hear his arguments and how it goes. I mean, for all I know, he probably goes in there and just says, yeah, bail denied. Because who was it? I think it was Patrick Darcy did a video. I think it was him where he actually had Chili's motion that he went to court on, and he read that out loud, and I was just like, ugh. And it was cool because he was pointing out like all the mistakes that even his lawyer made in writing the motion. It was just like, you have to let me go because I said that I think that you should let me go because I'm Chili. The other thing that I've been really looking at, following pretty closely and wanting to, like, I'm really excited to see where it all leads long term is this beef that's been going on lately between Audit Them and Blackheart Knight. And Blackheart Knight talked about it again yesterday because Audit Them talked about it again. It's like these two. Oh man! But well, yeah. Let's get into that real quick and see. Oh my goodness, what's up with Audit Them? This guy, he's such a. Oh, he gives me a headache. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Unclean Hands is here. What's up? Chili's bail hearing for today was vacated. It's not happening because it was denied. Oh, so what's premiering at 11 then? Not just it's not going to happen. Okay, I didn't realize that. Okay, Katie Z, good morning. Oh, so they denied even having. They're like, no, we're not even going to waste our time. That's awesome. Good morning, Katie Z. Good to see you. Well, you know what? Then I was actually gonna. Because I have an Unclean Hands video on deck. So maybe we'll play that now instead of no, because I already have the Blackheart Knight one pulled up. So I'll go ahead and we'll play Blackheart Knight first. I've got so much to say about this Audit Them thing. And then again, I kind of, because I know Blackheart Knight usually comes here. I'd like to talk about it while he's here because I have some suggestions for some if he actually does end up debating this cat. Because one of the things with Audit Them is he always seems to harp on this idea that like he calls us assessors. And he says this assessor is such a bootlicker, and all he does is call people names. I can't believe these bootlickers are just, name calling. I don't understand why a bootlicker would be calling people names all the time because they're bootlickers, And it's like, oh, my head sometimes when I think about Audit Them. One of his favorite insults is he calls Blackheart Knight and all of us bootlickers a bundle of sticks. You might be thinking, what? If you know what the definition of the word is a bundle of sticks, but he knows that he can't say that word because then YouTube won't let it slide, so he calls it a bundle of sticks. So this guy, Audit Them, while complaining about all we are is a bunch of name callers, calls us bootlickers and bundles of sticks. Please refer to Audit Them by his real name, Goat Boy. Oh no. Rhymes with baguette. Yeah. I'm not a fan of licking boots myself, not even the knee-high ones, but I don't kink shame. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Good stuff. Good stuff. Anyway, yeah, it's so that's what he does, though, right? Like he'll be sitting here name calling while complaining about us, the assessor, being nothing but a name caller. It's insane. And then he always accuses them of telling lies while he's lying. And then he keeps, like, when he's breaking down Blackheart Knight's videos on his channel, Audit Them is always saying he's a deceiver. He's trying to deceive people. Like, look at what he says here. Check this out. And then, like, he'll play like a 1-second clip and then talk for 20 minutes. But it's the clips he plays. He's like, this guy's a deceiver, and I hate the way that he tries to deceive his audience. And then he'll play a clip where Blackheart Knight will say, you can be trespassed from a building, from a limited public forum or a non-traditional public forum or whatever it is that the argument, that Blackheart would make. I'm just using a random example, of something that does come up. You can be trespassed from a limited public forum. And then Audit Them will say, see, did you hear what the deceiver just said? He just said that the government is allowed to violate your rights and keep you down. And it's like, whoa. He didn't say any of that. Who's the deceiver? You're telling your audience that he's saying all these things about all this stuff when all he said was technically, legally, you can be trespassed because there's time, place, and manner restrictions in a limited public forum, which is a fact. Where's the deception? Audit Them is just so insanely ridiculous. Goat Boy. Oh no. Anyway, let's go ahead and see the update from Blackheart on what's going on with this whole nonsense.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. Well, it's not every day that somebody tries to expose you for the fraud that you are. Well, in my case, it's not the first time a frauditor tried to expose, as we shall soon see. Well, let's just go ahead and sit back, relax, and try not to laugh too hard at the failure of Goat Boy while he tried to make a fool out of me yesterday. I'm just going to make this video rather short and to the point, unlike him, who took 2 hours to try to make me look like a complete moron. But you know what, Goat Boy? All you did was make yourself look like one. So this morning I was sitting at work doing my job as per every day when I peeked into my YouTube email and found this little gem. It was a link to an Audit Them live stream which had occurred about 10 hours before the email had arrived in my inbox. And I saw the email roughly about 9 o'clock or 9:30 ish. So about 10 hours before that, I was most likely in bed asleep, or at the very least, probably playing Star Wars Battlefront, the classic collection on my PS4, or watching the Connors on Netflix, because I've got to escape from YouTube for a while because, well, it kind of drives you nuts after a while, which is probably why Goat Boy is the way he is. Well, one reason anyway. So he shows a picture of me on there, which I know exactly where it's from. It's from a job interview. Well, me going to a job interview back in 2017, and I gave the thumbs up to the camera because I was hopeful I was going to get the job. But I didn't. But that's a good job in the long run later on. But of course, since you got that picture, I know exactly where it's at. A particular job website that has my resume on it, doesn't it, Goat Boy? So you should know what my applications are, what my education is, and what kind of jobs I can hold, which is, well, probably an indicator that I don't have a criminal record, unlike a lot of you auditors or frauditors, as we like to call you. But Goat Boy, I'm afraid that you might be a bit late in revealing that picture to the world for everybody to see, because you're not the first one to run across that and show it to everybody. Cammed Up Caveman did it well over a year ago, and he did a lot better job than you did, but still, he didn't find any criminal record with me. He kind of left me alone after he did that one video of me because, there's nothing there. He knew that. Other auditors knew that. Why can't you figure that out? In fact, I would venture to say that the expose that Cammed Up Caveman did on me at that time was a hell of a lot better than the one you did last night, because, well, at least his was shorter and could make you laugh. Yours, well, it was a steaming pile of shit, that was for sure. So if I were to grade the two exposés on me, I would give Cammed Up Caveman probably about a 90, because it had its flaws, but it had the ability to make you laugh. Audit Them, you continue to show how much of a dumbass you are. You point out the very same flaws in your own reasoning throughout your pathetic little attempt to expose me. You call me a liar, deceiver, and everything like that. But whenever I actually show you on certain points, such as this one right here, where it clearly states that it is no defense to a charge under this section that the land or premises involved was owned, controlled, or in custody of a public agency. So, dude, yeah, you're still wrong. You're still the deceiver yourself for just blowing this off and trying to make out like it was nothing. So, dude, you need to go check up on your sources, because or get your brain checked or something like that because you're a total idiot. Now, to my final point of you calling me a coward because you think I'm backing out and everything like that. No, I haven't backed out of this. In fact, I have tried to give you my terms for a discussion which you thus far have refused to even acknowledge. So if you are unable to acknowledge my terms, then who's really the coward in this particular scenario? Because it sure as hell isn't me. Because, well, to be perfectly honest, I really have nothing to gain by even having a discussion with you whatsoever. I mean, it won't benefit me one bit, to be brutally honest, because I really don't care about your opinion of me, and I don't care how much you try to bully or expose me or anything like that, because I know for a fact that you won't find much of anything on me. I already told you about, well, maybe a bad check from over 20 years ago, and that might be the extent of it, or maybe that debt that was on my record a few years ago. But still, dude, that's not a criminal record like a lot of you have. I mean, if that's what you're looking for, well, you'll find it. But anything else that you think you may find, yeah, you're not going to really find anything. Especially since if I did have that kind of criminal record, well, I would not be even allowed near the special needs children that I deal with every single day, dude. So, you know what? Go bugger off. Or better yet, get yourself qualified for being a 504, get yourself an IEP and a BMP, and make sure you end up in one of our self-contained BMD classes, and we should be able to take care of you for a while, even if you are above 22 already, because you do know 22 is the age limit for being in a special education classroom, right? I mean, we can only help you for so long, especially somebody like you. Well, at any rate, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video because, well, to be perfectly honest, the guy has my email. He could at least agree to some of my terms, but he has thus far refused to even acknowledge my terms. So, therefore, he doesn't want to have any kind of discussion or debate. He's just yanking everybody around. And that's the sad fact of it. So, until next time, I will see you on the next one.
All right. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I want to update on what's been going on, or what what Blackheart Knight makes of it, and it is interesting to me because he pointed out, like, I think that Blackheart Knight chose his wording very carefully because he said that I gave my terms, and he didn't even acknowledge them. He didn't say I will not do it unless he agrees to my terms. No, he said he didn't even acknowledge the terms. He just called me a coward and said that I refuse to debate him. There's a difference. But yeah, and it's not like that isn't the kind of like thing that, like, if it did happen, if the two actually did end up in a debate, I don't, because like I said, I've been on panels with Audit them myself, and trying to talk to him is so, it's like bizarre. It's not like crazy like FAPA or something. Like, talking to him is bizarre because, like, the answer to every question is, well, FOIA laws are laws that make you able to get FOIA requests done. Yeah. So what's your argument? Like, his big beef with Blackheart Knight is his big argument is that you cannot be trespassed from a public building. That a public building is exactly the same thing as standing outside in the park or on the sidewalk, and that there's no different. It's like the reason they built the building doesn't exist. The business that it was built to handle doesn't matter. None of those things matter. It's just if it's paid for by tax dollars, you could just go in there and, I don't know, I guess set up camp and, get naked. I mean, do anything you want because it's public, right? I mean, you can't even do that in a park. But that's the point, is that it's like and it's funny because when when Audit Them says, well, it's a public park, or it's the same thing as a park, it's public. It's like, you'll say, well, you guys don't know the difference between a limited public forum and a traditional public forum and this and that. He does. He'll say that, but he won't say, like, Audit Them won't say, like, oh, well, I understand that this is considered a limited public forum, and under limited public forum doctrine, there are time, place, and manner restrictions, and that's what allows them to trespass me. Like, I get that. That's not what he says. What he says is, yeah, because, these guys are like, limited public forum. Yeah, exactly. Just because you say it in a crazy voice doesn't mean that it's not the law. Doesn't mean that it doesn't apply. Audit Them is just somewhere else, man. The ghost of pizza passed. Yes. William Grabber, what's up? There seems enough examples of idiots being trespassed that even the idiots to realize that it is possible, right? That was a great Glenda cereal impersonation. You cannot trespass the eyes, but I could kick you out of the building. And it's my beef with can't trespass the eyes is my eyes can't zoom in and pick up documents from across the room. Your camera can. Like, my eyes can't put it on my computer and then pull it up and then use software to get in, zoom in high definition and 4K. Like, it's a bizarre argument to me. It just seems crazy. Here's the thing with the pizza time. Since I've been here, obviously it's nowhere near as bad as it used to be, but in this room, I moved to this room because I got something here and I got sick of looking at that blank wall behind me until, it's probably going to be another month or two before I could get back to Florida, pick up the rest of my stuff and bring it back here and then actually like decorate out there. So I moved into the other room, but and that's the other thing, back in Florida, I have, like, Ray gave me back in the day this, like, I think like 60-foot, 100-foot long Ethernet cable, so I can plug it in. But right now, because I'm in this room, I have to go with the Wi-Fi until I get that cable. So it is what it is. Oh boy. So anyway, guys, let's go ahead and move ahead. The next video we were going to show, since he came in here already, let's go ahead and watch a new Unclean Hands video. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for the one and only, the cowboy, the man, the one, the only, everyone's favorite Unclean Hands. You guys, best fans in the world. All right. Why isn't my? There it is. Yay. Hey, it's not a perfect show, but it's a show. I'm trying to get by with, you guys know. Here we go.
Good morning, folks. Good to see you back again. We got a little excitement today. We've got lawsuits and council meetings galore just coming out my Yahoo here. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on here. Let's start off with the accountability angel going to a city council meeting and talking about tampons and whatnot. It's you just got to see it. Anyway, here it is.
It's not often that an officer acts sideways towards citizens with his bosses nearby, unless they know they won't be held accountable. Enough about me. Let's talk about that bored housewife that just can't seem to sit down and shut up, Dawn Hicks. It'd be nice if she would just stop coming here, right, Mayor? How dare that bored housewife turn off her soap opera and come bother us men? I located another whiner who must need her tampons.
What? What the fuck?
I located another whiner who must need her tampons.
Well, we started this one off with a bang and a tampon, didn't we? Anyway, let's move on to a guy who's going to the police station or courthouse or something to file a complaint. It's crazy. It's crazy. I think he's filing a lawsuit too. Let's check it out.
What's up, YouTube? It's been a while since I made a video. So today, dropping off a complaint form, a letter of intent to sue.
I knew there was a lawsuit in there someplace. God dang it, I guessed right. Anyway, a complaint form and a lawsuit. I wonder if he's complaining about his lawsuit or I don't know. Let's find out.
And we're going to get that dash cam footage. So I've been absent for a while because I got a new job. I've been working about 50 to 60 hours a week. And right now I'm saving up money to open up a lawsuit against Sergeant Trujillo, who did willful neglect of duty when I was physically threatened by Amanda Henson.
Oh, it all comes back to me now. This is the guy that was screaming at his neighbors. He's having a hard time with his neighbors, you know, the neighborhood wars. And the guy over at the next door neighbor said, hey, get out of here. I'll slap the shit out of you. And the cops didn't arrest him because the cops were there because he was complaining about his neighbors. And it was just crazy. I did a video on it probably a week or two ago. Anyway, this is lawsuit time, folks. Lawsuit time.
So I'm going to need a lieutenant or sergeant present. I'm going to hand off because I need to make sure that they see these letters. It's a complaint form and a letter of intent to sue.
So if I heard him correctly, he's got to work 60, 70 hours a week at this new job in order to file this $400 lawsuit. What's he making? $1 an hour, for Christ's sakes? He'd have to work for, 3 months to save up the $400 to get a lawsuit filed? I don't get it. I don't understand.
So on here, on my complaint form, I have 750.478, willful neglect of duty. I was physically threatened by Amanda Henson and Sergeant Trujillo did nothing about it. Attorney Tim Tomlinson, refuses to press charges of these threats. I've been previously assaulted by Charlie Scorpio. These threats should be taken seriously, is what I have written down in the complaint. And I also have a letter of intent to sue. I have the lawsuit that is filed against you pertains to the following dispute. It's 240-004616. In order to avoid the lawsuit, you must comply with the following settlement, $60,000.
That kind of sounds more like a threat than it does a lawsuit. You give me this and I won't do that. That's called extortion, my friend. Extortion. I don't think they're going to pay any attention to him. Let's get right to when he makes contact with the police.
He's not busy right now, so why don't you have a seat and he'll be up here in a minute, okay?
All right, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I may as well just I have it here. I need his dash cam footage, blah, blah, blah. I may as well since I'm paying $50, I may as well get the entire day of Sergeant Trujillo's.
The what?
The entire day of that date, 2/22/24. I need Sergeant Trujillo.
You're not getting his entire day. It doesn't include.
Well, then I need.
You can get what includes you.
Well, I need that he was picking up the people that he claims to pick up. I need the evidence that he did pick them up.
Oh, okay. I'll look into it.
Because I don't think he did. Now, I have it on my security cameras that he only had a child in his vehicle. And if his dash cam footage happens to be off, it's going to raise a lot of red flags in my book.
Okay, here's what happened. He was standing in the road in front of his house, and a police officer pulled up and dropped some people off next door, the people that he hates and the people that hate him. And he says the cop only dropped off a kid when the cop said he dropped off the mother and the kid. Now, I don't know because there's no footage of it because he didn't show any footage of it. I'm busting in here to this video. I started editing this yesterday, and today in my downloader, I found the video where he went to the police station. He got the body cam footage, but he's not going to show it quite yet because he wants to do a live stream about it. But he has some very interesting things to say in it, so I'm going to show you that at the end of this. So now he's filing a complaint because the guy over there told him to mind his own business or something. I don't know. This guy's an idiot.
So like he claims that Amanda Henson and then they claim that she was in an accident, right? And that's why he was dropping them off. But I only seen him drop off a child. I have on camera footage that the car is working just fine.
Okay, get on my last nerve. Anyway, he was there to file a lawsuit and get the whole day's body cam footage of this officer, which they're not going to give him because it didn't have anything to do with him. And he's making stuff up. Anyway, I'm tired of the guy, so we're going to move on. Hey, whatever happened to this guy that used to make videos about me all the time, and he just kind of fell off the face of the earth.
He thinks he's trolling me out.
That guy had like 7 different channels trying to take me apart and make fun of me and all kinds of stuff like that. Whatever happened to that guy? Never mind that guy. We're going to take a look at this footage. He did this video after he finally got the body cam footage. Let's take a look at that real quick.
Just want to check in on this guy. It's Monday, the Solar Eclipse Day. Yes, I'm here for FOI. Should know who I am. Hello. It's been 5 days since I submitted my form. I'm just wondering if he's going to get to it.
Yeah, I think he said he's got it. Let me see your, oh, $50.66. It is ready.
Oh, so you were ready for me. That's cute.
I can take the money for you. There is a $2 service. fee.
That's fine. And that has everything I requested, right?
I think so. Did you want to speak with the officer real quick?
Yes.
Okay, I'll get it for you.
He originally requested the whole day's every body cam that guy had all that day, that officer had all that day. And they told him he probably wasn't going to get that. So I'd be interested to see if he got the whole day or just the incident that he was involved in.
Does that include the accident? Does that include the accident?
It's the officer showing up at the scene.
Okay.
And then I guess there's a woman and then a child involved.
Okay. All right.
And then back at the house where you come recording in front of the house.
All right.
Is that what you wanted?
Yep.
That's all. You got everything I got.
Okay.
Sounds like you only got the video of just him where he was involved, and that's it. No more.
So maybe, I guess there was a woman. I only seen a child. So if it's not pedophilia, it has to be an insurance scam or something. He's helping cover up a insurance scam.
Those are some pretty serious accusations, my friend. I'm sure you have proof to back up anything of what you just said. He's actually going to show the car a couple days after the one that was involved in the accident, and he's going to explain how there's no damage on it. You can be the judge of that.
There's no way this guy wasn't up to no good. That vehicle is still completely operational. There's no need for them to drop off people. Like, what the hell?
This guy is literally annoying me to death. I'm going to speed ahead until he starts showing the footage of the car.
All right, guys, hold on a second. Wait a minute. I gotta comment on this real quick. All right, so first of all, this is the perfect example of how these people only care about their hatred for the cops, because I'm listening to, first of all, I don't know the story. None of us do yet, right? Until he actually releases the footage or whatever. But even if he does, he's still going to twist it to his narrative. But from everything he's saying and what I'm hearing, I'm thinking, here's a really, really cool cop. These people get in a car accident, so he offers to actually give them a ride home. What a nice cop. What a cool above and beyond. The guy should be commended for doing an awesome job and being a great public servant, helping people. So this guy's like, he's got civilians in his car and children. He must be some kind of psycho lunatic. Why? Because he's a cop. He's throwing out the chomo, right? He used the word pedo. I mean, like, because he saw a kid with the cop. Like, oh. And even if there was a woman there, maybe it's an insurance scam. Like, it has to be. It can't be that the cop was being nice. There's no possible way it could be that the cop was being nice and giving them a ride because their car was damaged and they needed a ride home. There's no possible way that the cop could have been being nice or actually trying to help somebody. It's not possible. Oh, man. Anyway, let's see. All right, Unclean. I'll check that out. Maybe we'll watch that next to wrap up the whole story.
I haven't looked at this footage just yet. I'm going to save watching the footage live with you guys this Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. I got the footage right here. The Freedom of Information. Here's the receipt for that.
Interesting. He has the footage right in his hand. Of course, he's looked at it. He's not an idiot, but he wants to save it to do a live stream. Kind of sounds like for public safety. There's always a big thing coming tomorrow. But anyway, let's check out this part of it.
Costed me $50 or $52.66, a $2 fee for using my card. But this is the vehicle that got into an accident here, right? I don't know if you guys seen this video here, but I recorded this video maybe like 2-3 days after that accident happened. See, there's very minor front end damage right there. So this car here, that's still completely drivable. This is what Officer Truhella or Sergeant Truhella drove her and this kid home.
I'm going to try to zoom in on that car like he could have done to show the actual damage. I can see damage all the way from back where it's sitting. Let me try to zoom it in a little bit. All right, there is some damage there on the hood. You can see a crease in the hood. Looks like it crumpled all the way up to the windshield, and there's some damage down here underneath the grill. They may have needed a ride home because the bumper got pushed into the tire and they had to have it pulled out. You never know. This guy's just making shit up. But where he gets pedophilia out of this somehow. I have no idea how he gets that out of it. I think it's just something to make his video more exciting. It's ridiculous.
Because of this minor damage, I feel like if there's some pedophilia shit going on, then it's definitely an insurance fraud scam, and Truhella is in on it. It makes it a lot more convincing when a cop drops you off at home.
I guess he doesn't know how liable and defamation work, because he is blurting out some stuff that's going to get him in some serious trouble here. He's just too dumb to realize it. Anyway, let's finish it up.
And then what? They took the car to the shop. To what shop? You know, like this little tiny damage right there. Like, come on. So, like, what did she do? Hit a pole? What did she hit? Did she hit another person? I'm not sure. We are going to review it on the 11th, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you check out the stream. If you're not able to make the stream, I'm going to upload the video itself, the live stream video. So it's going to be a live stream and a video as well. So
since he just got his channel monetized, he wants to wait and do another video and another live stream so he can make more money on something that obviously doesn't show what he originally thought it showed. It actually shows the officer dropping off the woman and the child. Before he said it was just the child and the officer was molesting the child. It's absolutely libelous defamation as far as I'm concerned. But if you don't believe me, let's ask a real lawyer.
Jesus fucking Christ. You don't go to it. He's a retired truck driver, for fuck's sake. What are we going to learn from him?
Thanks for validating my opinion, Merb. You're definitely a law scholar right there. Anyway, I'm going to show you like 2 or 3 minutes of the original footage where all this started when he was fighting with his neighbor.
Look at the police here. Friends with my neighbors, making falsified police reports as well. You're going to get sued. Proof that they're coinciding with the police. You're gonna get sued, buddy. What's your name and badge number? Name and badge number.
Why are you coming over here?
I have the right to.
Apparently Stewart here, or Stewie, or whoever he is, Lyman Stewie, I don't know. Anyway, apparently he doesn't like his neighbors, and his neighbors don't like him. It turns out the neighbors called the police because this guy is kind of a creepy lunatic. We'll find out in just a moment.
I have the First Amendment. This is a police audit. Name and badge number.
I told you.
Name and badge number.
I told you already. We're done.
Let's go. Tell me again. I need to see it.
No, I told you already.
No, you got to show me.
I don't have to show you anything. We're done, sir.
Who are you? Why do you know these people? Oh, is that a threat?
I called him.
Is that a threat?
That is, because this is weird.
All right, we're done.
Look at this tyrant right here. Does not follow the law. Doesn't hold his oath of office.
All right, sir.
Does not hold his oath of office. Look at his little smirk on his face. He knows he's a tyrant and he's proud to be a tyrant. Police forgot how to protect and serve. Am I?
Yeah, he lives alone. He doesn't work. Hasn't had a job in 3 years. He said that at one point. He's running out of money, and all he does is stalks his neighborhood now. Yeah, you remember this video? You probably do.
You're gonna get sued.
Very weird, dude. Am I right? I think I'm right. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. I don't want to cover this guy anymore. He's just annoying. That's why it took me 2 days to do the video. It's just annoying. I'm still waiting for the body cam footage, but I'll do that in a different video if it makes a complete fool out of him. Anyway, y'all be good. Love ya. Bye.
Wow, man, that was, yeah, I do remember the original video now that you showed the clips at the end, but like, and that is a perfect example, again, of what I was talking about earlier, this whole idea that he just hates cops just for the purpose of hating cops. Somebody calls the cops come. How dare you not follow your oath and not serve and protect? Because they answered a call. I call the cops to come to my house. They come to my house. The next door neighbor says, "Oh my God, look at these tyrants not doing what they're supposed to do." If I call them and they show up, is that what they're supposed to do? No. What they're supposed to do is they're supposed to know that this guy is the cop hater. They're supposed to know that. And they're supposed to go to his house and, I don't know, maybe bend over or give him some, shiny shoes for him, maybe lick his boots. I don't get it. I don't understand what these guys expect from the cops. Oh, just bend over and do whatever I tell you to do because I'm the auditor. Bunch of garbage. These guys are so dumb. Oh, yeah, he's a tyrant for giving somebody a lift home. What an a-hole. That's a fact. I'm guessing he doesn't get invited to a lot of neighborhood barbecues, right? Oh, man. Name and badge number. I already told you. Tell me again. Potato salad is very tyrannical. Somebody else who hates cops is spending 6 months holiday in Clark County. This clown may end up sharing a cell with Cholito. Oh, that would be hilarious. Well, that's what I always said. You get all the sovereign citizens and all the Moors and all the Frauditors, and you put them all on an island together and just, see who gets eaten first. Who eats who to survive. Oh, man. He's the type that would call the cops on the neighbors barbecuing because there's too much smoke, right? This is proof that people like him don't have enough to do. Maybe get a job, right? That's the thing. Like, and this goes back to, and this comes up so much, especially like with this whole audit them thing, and like a lot of these guys will always say like, oh, you guys all think that we all just don't have jobs or whatever, and blah blah blah, and why can't YouTube be a job and this stuff? And it's like, but it's the fact that your targets are people with jobs. It's the fact that your targets are, and I've said this so many times, like I've worked in a cubicle, I've worked behind a desk, I've worked in front of a computer, so I know what that's like. And I know that if some random dude came roaming around with his camera, that would be no. And I've said this so many times. It's like I'm working, right? I have like a piece of paper and it's got like whatever the information of the customer is or whatever the client. And so I got my piece of paper here on my desk so I could put the information in the computer, right? And that's what I do, and I'm doing it, and I'm doing it. Now this guy comes in with his camera, and according to him, I have to turn the paper over. So now what you're saying is that the tax dollars, like, I mean, I wasn't working in the government, but like I said, using the fact that I had a desk job as an example, if I know what they do. So if I turn the paper over, now I don't have the information, now I can't work. So they're supposed to stop working. Why? So that because the onus is on them to hide the information. But then isn't that you wasting tax dollars? Because I'm not paying them to sit there like this and not work because you're filming. And what are you going to say if they did do that? Good job hiding the information? No, that's not what they would say. They would say, look at all these lazy public servants just sitting there not working. Why? Because they're afraid of a camera? You can't win with these guys no matter what you do. Oh, but how did I get off on that? I don't know. I'm thinking about the way that it always is so crazy to me. Oh, because the job thing. Yes, like get a job, do something. Don't just roam around harassing people. Oh, I'm not harassing. Look up the dictionary. Okay. Don't go around intentionally baiting and pissing people off. How about that? Well, the First Amendment says I can. Okay. But in a civilized society, there are no laws telling us we can't do these things because up until recently, people didn't do these things. If they did, they'd get checked and they'd stop. Or everyone in the neighborhood would know, oh, that's that guy again. Oh, yeah, that's the local asshole. Stay away from him, guys. He's a troublemaker, But these frauditors, one of the whole thing with media, mass media, modern technology, the internet, all of it, that kind of gets to me sometimes is the fact that everything about it has put us in a position where, like, we could come together like we never could before. I have people watching me right now in Australia. Okay. I mean, think about that. Like, especially like if you're my age or whatever, like to be able to go like this and say hello and move my hands in front of a camera and have somebody all the way in Australia see me doing it at the same time that I'm doing it. That's mind-boggling that technology exists now. It was science fiction back when look at, in the Back to the Future movies, when they have the video phone. That was science fiction at the time. Now we're literally, that's what I'm doing right now. Basically the same concept. So Cynthia Carrot Shaw's here. What's up? Parson 1122 is here. What's up? Out there Associates. What's up? Who else did I miss? Anybody? Just looking real quick. Anastasia Beaverhouse is here. What's up? Good to see you. King Stew 2000. What's up? All right. Anyone else that I missed? Hello. Welcome to the show. Love you guys. All right. Anyway, so yeah, they're out there doing this, and this goes back to one of my biggest arguments against what they do, right? It's always this idea of there's no laws preventing them from doing what they're doing. I mean, there are, like with the trespass laws and stuff. But the point is, it's like they don't understand. They don't make the connection in their minds. Oh, this is what I was getting at with the connection, is that before it was always like you'd have that one or two idiots in your neighborhood that would get out of line. And again, maybe somebody in the neighborhood would check them once in a while if they got too out of line, or maybe, they would just be there doing their thing and they'd have the reputation in the neighborhood. But the internet has given these people a platform where they could find each other. So all these antisocial, adult, oppositional, defiant, disorder, cop hating, like all these different people that have all these similarities because of the internet and because of YouTube and all that are now able to find each other and group together and support each other, right? So now instead of having one random idiot who maybe might learn his lesson, now he's got 500 other random idiots that agree with him that are telling him, yes, you're right. Keep it going, keep doing it. And they're encouraging each other to do this. So it's crazy how the internet is such a beautiful thing, and the fact that it can bring people together, but it also, there's a very bad side to that, because it can bring people together over negative things, over bad things. Hey, I love doing this horrible thing. Hey, I love doing that horrible thing too. Let's get all the people who love doing horrible things together and make a big group of horrible thing people. It's amazing. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's see. We only got a couple minutes to the Cupcake Happy Dance. Cupcake Happy Dance. The Cupcake Happy Dance is coming up soon. All right. All right. Oh, I know what I can do for 3 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. This will take me right to the time for the Cupcake Happy Dance. Ladies and gentlemen, oh no. When you see that logo, if you don't know what that means at this point.
Famous lies and stupid quotes from your host, Chili Con Carne Decastrated. Take it away, Chili.
There's going to be a civil war because I'm not accepting going to live in a dungeon. I haven't done anything wrong to ever live in a dungeon. I do not accept being locked into a dungeon. I do not accept it. And pretty soon, you filthy pigs are going to arrest the wrong person, and you're going to end up in a civil war. And this filthy scumbag. And then when a freedom fighter comes along, they want to be upset that I'm a hardcore, diehard mother, right? They want to be so mad that I'm that way. Because I'm telling you now, I'm not living in a dungeon. And if I go to a dungeon, when I get out of the dungeon, it's going to be bad. I'm not going to live in a dungeon. You're not locking me up because I want my rights. And if you do, well, then fine. Then you know what? I'm a leader. I will lead and I will change this system. And if it has to be the way it has to be, I'm telling you all, I'm warning you all, this country, it's not me. I didn't do this. The cops of this country and the politicians of this country have created this bullshit system. It's going to go to a civil war. You're going to arrest the wrong leader, the wrong person. And you know what's going to happen? You think cops are being shot at in those 3 towns in Montana? It's going to get worse. You keep putting cops on top of us versus them, Cop City, where they get to train militaristically to arrest us in a POW style, where they then tell us to look down at the ground. You can't look left. You can't look right. I can't look to my left or right. You want total dominion over everything I do? It's going to go to a civil war.
This little twitch treatment worse than my last peyote trip. Ugh.
I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Artie's Farm Grill of Stupidity. All right. Internet God. So his lights are still flashing. Shut up. All right. Internet God says, seeing, or do you want me to? Okay. Or you know what? I'll literally do what it says. I'm assuming you meant to say seeing as, but since you put sing as, I will actually do it. Sing. Okay. as how they really are. Only a handful of people that are making money doing this. It's my belief. It's the personal affirmation that makes them want to keep doing it. Cupcake dance, and then I'll address that because I wanted to say something about that comment. All right, let's go. Cupcake time. Here we go. Come on, give me that sound effect. Let's go. All right. Okay. Ole. Yes. All right. Anyway, oh my goodness. So we love cupcake. Yes, absolutely. So anyway, the point with that comment that I wanted to make was that first of all, I agree with you about the affirmation thing. Like the idea that there are other frauditors out there affirming what these people are doing. Like it isn't even about the money. I mean, a lot of them that aren't making a lot of money are still doing it. Why? Well, that is a great, for some of them, I'm sure that's exactly why. But I've also heard Mark Stout said this, that from his experience when he was frauditing, that a lot of it is people who are addicted to, Scriptcat, I got my mail here. If you want to email me, if you're looking for my actual address, I could give it to you. Anyway, it's the adrenaline rush. A lot of them are addicted to the adrenaline rush they get by frauditing. And, they keep doing it because they like that. So, yeah, I don't know. Frauditors think this is a get-rich-quick scheme. Yeah, they do. And some of them, again, they get a lot of followers. People like Chili, I mean, oh, I need 20 grand for this. I mean, could you imagine, like, if I put up a GoFundMe because I needed $200, I would probably get completely blasted by the trolls for being an e-beggar and a hypocrite and a scumbag and a criminal and all this horrible stuff. But this guy asked for 20 grand and they're just like, oh, here, take it. And they don't see it. They don't see it. It blows my mind. Wow. It's ridiculous the way these guys act, the things they do, and the way they do it is nonsense. It's kind of crazy, kind of insane. I don't know, man. Trying to have fun, with this whole thing, but you could do that. I could do that with 200 pounds. There you go. So anyway, one of the things that we haven't done in a while that we used to do, there's this channel called Kangaroo Court Lore. And they do generally they do like, court stuff, like crazy court cases and all that. But every once in a while, they'll get a frauditor or a sovereign citizen in court. And we've shown some of their videos. They're pretty cool sometimes. Most of it is just the raw court footage, which is fine without a lot of commentary and stuff. But they got one that they posted, I think it was yesterday, where it's a sovereign citizen buys a house with his magic check from the Treasury. And we've all heard stories about, sovereign citizens saying that. But I always like to take a look at when they actually try to do it for real. Like make it not just a talking point for their stupid arguments, but actually try to pull this crap off in real life. So I wanted to go ahead and take a look at that. So this is a new one from Kangaroo Court Lore. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Play.
into the treasury.
And the treasury has $153,749.99 that belongs to you, that then they were just gonna pay to them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but state comes from the federal.
No, it doesn't. What do you mean it comes from it?
Not-
Do you realize you got 50 sovereign states here that can do their own thing, separate and aside from what the federal government does, and they do it all the time.
Today, in the courtroom of Judge Sheila Johnson, we have a rather peculiar case on our hands, featuring a female sovereign citizen that has gone too far. This woman had the audacity to actually try and purchase a home with a magical check, although she claims the Treasury Department will ultimately fund the purchase. Obviously, this lady is full of crap, and that silly made-up check she tried to issue amounts to just a piece of scrap paper, not even worth the ink printed on it, albeit a very fancy-looking piece of scrap paper, adorned with cool little watermarks. Judge Johnson seemed bewildered by the charade, because she may be unfamiliar with the whole sovereign citizen shtick. But will she be naive enough to take the bait and feed into any of those nonsense arguments? Or will she laugh this woman out of the courthouse and make her do the walk of shame? Stay tuned to find out.
It seems to me, Your Honor, that the lady standing to my right is trying to challenge the foreclosure. That time period has well passed, and this is not the court to do that.
Yeah, we're in the wrong court.
No, we're not.
Yeah, because I'm not a tenant. I'm a owner.
Well, that's just the characterization of landlord and tenant. But it's for anybody that's in premises where they don't have the right to possess them. They can come here. And the right to possess is based upon who has the deed, basically. And in this case, they're saying they got a sheriff's deed because the property was properly, they claim, properly foreclosed upon. If you're challenging the foreclosure, I don't know what you're claiming that's wrong with the foreclosure.
Well, the note was separated from the mortgage, number one, and you can't do that.
Okay. And Your Honor,
that's against the law.
When you purchase a home, there's a promissory note and there's a deed that is provided. Those are two separate and distinct things. We are not discussing that. We are discussing whether or not my client has the legal right to possession of this property, and that there is no defense.
There is a defense.
So you filed another case about to quiet this title because you believe something was wrong with it?
Oh yeah, no, I don't believe. I have proof. I have a.
So where's the other case pending?
That's what I was trying to get down there to file it. I just haven't made it. But I will be there this week for sure.
Because right now, all I have is what they provided to me.
I'm going to send you a copy of what I had sent them when I tendered the payment and they sent it back.
What was it?
Okay. It was a negotiable instrument that could have been used as a check, but it was.
Well, what was behind it? What kind of negotiable instrument?
Well, it was connected to the treasury.
The treasury? Like the U.S. Treasury?
Yeah, well, the Michigan Treasury, not the big one.
I would ask, is this what you're? I'm holding in my hand a document that says this is a non-cash item, not a check on the top. And I approach Your Honor, so you can take a look. This is what we're discussing.
Okay. I don't know what this is. It's got some numbers on it.
It's not drawn from a bank. It's not a check.
It was going to be drawn
payable through Tracy Moore and doing a good faith. That's her address. It says it's paid to HP foreclosure. And then it has the United States Treasury, Pennsylvania Avenue, real property for set off an adjustment. And it's signed by Miss Moore without recourse. It says void where prohibited. Non-cash item per 12 CFR subsection 229.2 U1, 2, and 4. And it says here, this is a non-cash item as defined by that section I just said of CFR and issued according to 12 CFR 229.2 K3 and 4. Non-cash items are items that would otherwise be a check, except that a passbook, certification, or other document is attached or is accompanied by special instructions as a request for special advice on payment or dishonor, or it has not been pre-printed or post-encoded in magnetic ink with the routing number of the paying bank.
I believe, in other words, it's a piece of paper. It's not.
A negotiable demand draft by the U.S. Treasury, a demand draft drawn on the state government or unit of general local government that's not payable through a bank. Okay, I mean, you just, I don't know what this is, but you said that no money accompanied this. So, and this was, I don't know when it was dated, June 10th.
Mhm. It was within the time period.
But
they held it and then.
Well, let me ask you this. Where were they supposed to cash this?
Well, they would have sent everything to the treasury. It was all the original, was everything. All they had to do was just send it to the treasury.
And the treasury has $153,749 and 97 cents that belongs to you, that then they were just gonna pay to them.
Yes.
Okay. I don't see how that could happen.
Well, we wouldn't know because they sent it back.
Because we can't, my client can't do anything with that.
Well, when I called, why didn't they say that? They held it for 2 weeks.
They don't need to do anything with that. It's not a payment. If there was a payment, they would have to accept that payment. There was no payment.
Other than your issues thinking that something's wrong with the foreclosure itself.
Oh yeah, if I had a securitization audit done, and it shows it, and
well, ma'am.
I
guess my question is this: if I'm going to have a trial, which is what today's date was originally scheduled for, I just see some real question of fact. I'm not exactly seeing it. I got a sheriff's deed, and I know it's a redemption period of 6 months. You got this, which is, to my knowledge, not any type of cash item. And I don't see how where they would take it to even try to remit or cash it. I mean, it's like I don't know where you got it from. It says the document has a background in micro printing, and there's an artificial watermark on the reverse side. I have no idea where you got this and how they were supposed to cash it.
just needed to send it in. And I would like to know, how do they have title if I'm living in a home? I thought 9/10.
She's about to get into possession is 9/10 of the law. Well, I'm already in the house, so it's mine now, right? Anyway, morning, ancient chart. So I've been listening to this, and it's so ridiculous because, like, I love the way the judge is like, she's like, okay, wait a minute, how are they supposed to cash this check? Well, they take it to the treasury. Okay, but how do they cash it? Take it to the, like, what? But the thing that I always say this, and it always gets me about these people, because the judge is like, where did you even get this, right? One of the things that I hate about the whole sovereign citizen argument, and the people who created it, the people behind it, were very smart to put this in there. Because the people who are naive enough to actually, I mean, obviously this isn't somebody running a scam. This is someone who got scammed, right? Like some kind of a sovereign citizen guru convinced her that this stuff was real. But what I would think would happen is something like this would happen. You'd go to court and you'd find out, wait a minute, the person who sold me these documents, the person who convinced me to use this paperwork, they were ripping me off. They were scamming me. They were conning me. And you'd think they'd get mad at them. But part of their whole shtick, it's written in there. If you try to use this and you go to court and they say no, the fact that they said no proves that they're corrupt and that we're right. Because if they weren't corrupt, they'd let you do it. So when they lose, they don't think, wait a minute, the people who convinced me that this check was real ripped me off. No, it's, oh, see, this proves that the people who sold me this check were right. Because they said, yeah, if these courts, they say no, then they're lying to you and they're scamming you. Oh, man, crazy. I Kiss, what's up? Yeah. Oh, Ancient Chart likes the new background. Yeah, I'm working on it. Let's see. Anyway, let's get back to the case and see what else is happening. Here we go. Damn it.
Into the treasury.
And the treasury has $153,749.97 that belongs to you, that then they were just gonna pay to them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but state comes from the federal.
No, it doesn't. We need it comes from it. Do you realize you got 50 sovereign states here that can do their own thing, separate and aside from what the federal government does, and they do it all the time.
Today, in the courtroom of Judge Sheila Johnson, we have a rather peculiar case on our hands, featuring a female.
Whoa, I restarted it? What the heck?
Other than you.
I don't know how I restarted it just now, guys. I'm sorry about that, but I'm going to get back to where I was. I apologize.
There are issues thinking that something's wrong with the foreclosure itself.
Oh yeah, if I had a securitization audit done, and it shows it in.
Well, ma'am.
In the
I guess my question is this: if I'm going to have a trial, which is what today's date was originally scheduled for, I just see some real question of fact. I'm not exactly seeing it. I got a sheriff's deed, and I know it's a redemption period of 6 months. You got this, which is, to my knowledge, not any type of cash item. And I don't see how where they would take it to even try to remit or cash it. I mean, it's like I did. I don't know where you got it from, but it says the document has a background in micro printing, and there's an artificial watermark on the reverse side. I have no idea where you got this and how they were supposed to cash it.
Just needed to send it in. And I would like to know how do they have title if I'm living in the home? I thought 9/10 of it was possession.
I don't know what that means either. I can tell you that they went through what is known to be a ballot process in Michigan, which is a foreclosure by advertisement.
That is so not constitutional. And that was why I had brought up your oath also, to kind of make sure that I got a little help, because you took an oath to uphold the Constitution. And
I'm very fully willing and able and capable of doing that. But where's the constitutional issue here?
Well, this
is a matter of Michigan statute.
No, but it's not a law. Statutes are not laws.
Okay, well, then what are they?
What do you mean, what are they?
If they're not laws, they're on the books as laws in the state. So I'm not sure if they're not laws to you, what are they?
No, I mean, they're laws in a sense, but not laws by the Constitution. They're not laws made from Congress. Congress makes the law.
Remember, there's federal law and there's state law.
Yes, but state comes from the federal.
No, it doesn't. Maybe it comes from it. Do you realize you got 50 sovereign states here that can do their own thing, separate and aside from what the federal government does, and they do it all the time. All the time. What they can't do is something that is a constitutional violation of their state constitution or the federal constitution. I don't see what this is a violation of a constitution. Just to foreclose on property when the bill hasn't been paid.
But it was foreclosed unlawfully from Huntington. They didn't have a right to foreclose. They separated the note. And that's a known fact. They never recorded the note. They recorded the mortgage. And you're not supposed to do that. That's what part of the affidavit said on the man, the gentleman that did the audit report. That is not lawful.
Your Honor, if that's the case, there was plenty of time to challenge that in the circuit court. This is not the forum for that. The time has lapsed for that to be challenged.
No, it's fraud. It's always a challenge in fraud.
You know, I've got some case law somewhere on the fact that, you know, the time to challenge these kinds of things in the foreclosure would be during the time that you have redemption. It would be at the circuit court. I mean, at this point, the redemption period is over, but if there's something that went wrong with it, the circuit court could rule on it, but you don't even have a case there.
Or I will. I'm working on it.
Well, you know, ordinarily, I mean, this would be the trial date, but I just don't see where the issue of fact is that would require us to actually have a trial in this instance.
Well, I'm asking, can you give us a trial date, please?
This is the trial date.
Oh, okay, I just misunderstood.
Yeah, this is the trial date. And of course, I'd have them call witnesses if I thought it was necessary, but I don't see where it's necessary. I mean, all the documentation he has looks good, and you don't have any documentation that says this is not good, except for your statements that you believe are accurate. And if you wanted to file something, you have plenty of time to file something that's more to challenge this in the proper court. This court just says, was there a proper foreclosure? You know, did they follow? There's just a process. There's procedures. You know, when they file it, they have to give certain notice, do certain things, give a redemption time.
They still didn't do that properly.
Well, what didn't they do?
Well, they were supposed to have served me, and they didn't. They
Served you with what?
Served me on the first paperwork. It was sticking stuff on.
So you say it was never noticed in any kind of way? It wasn't tacked?
No, I'm not saying never, but I wasn't personally served.
You don't have to be personally served if they can't find you personally. They have alternate means to tack and do things.
They didn't really. But still, this.
Would you want to add something?
No, Your Honor, I'm just asking for a judgment to issue.
No,
Okay, well, the court is constrained to have to grant his relief because they don't see the issue of fact here for trial. It appears based upon a review of all the documentation that's been provided that there was a valid foreclosure sale, redemption period has passed. There was some type of something proffered that doesn't appear to be known legal tender for the, I guess, the redemption amount. And if there is any question about the foreclosure itself or the validity of this tender, I think at this point should have been litigated at the circuit court. So I'll go ahead and give the judgment of possession for the plaintiff.
I object.
Yeah, and you'll have, after I sign this judgment, you'll have 10 days to file an appeal. The bid date will be, if I have the judgment today, it's going to be December 7th.
All comments, viewpoints, interpretations, and insights expressed in this video are for education and entertainment purposes. All individuals featured in the video are to be presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Please do not attempt to contact, locate, or engage with any individuals featured in the video.
All right. That was pretty wild, man. Anyway, guys, that's crazy. It's always amazing to me how they believe in this whole secret treasury account, right? And we've all heard it before, even though they didn't come up right there. But it's the whole thing. My all caps name is a federal government entity strawman that has all this money in the treasury just sitting for me under my social security number and all this nonsense. They link together a whole bunch of different concepts that are completely unrelated for no reason. Oh man. Somebody's talking about, why does The Rock have his own brand of shampoo when he doesn't have any hair? That's good stuff. Good stuff. In fact, I think I have something here. Hold on. Let me see. If I still have it on here. Oh no, I don't. Oh my goodness. I used to have a picture of The Rock, and he actually was a rock. Let's see. Here's some pizza for you. It's pizza time. It's pizza time. Oh, it's the only word that rhymes. Meow. There's Have I been muted forever again? Oh, man. I can't wait until I get all my old equipment back. I'll sit in Florida. Anyway. It's just, like, it's so frustrating because I just went through all this to make this big trip up here. But because of the situation with the rental car, whatever, and all that, now I have to do it again, but just to get my stuff from there here, because, you can't fit all that crap on an airplane. This is better. Parsons likes this better. Yeah. Hey. Oh, you mean with the sound off, you like it better? I don't want to listen to that idiot. I just come here to listen to him every day. I don't want to hear him. Anyway, I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. I don't know. I'm not. How is Ray? I don't know. You'd have to ask Ray. She's. I mean, she was getting worse. Last time I talked to her, she wasn't doing good at all. So I don't know. But I mean, I've seen her, on other shows and other people's panels. It may very well be, like she said, months ago, getting up early in the morning every day to do this show, with her health taking a turn for the worse. She wasn't going to be able to do it all the time. So maybe she's just can't do it now, whatever. Like I always said, whatever she needs, if she needs time off, let her take it off. I'm not going to pressure her or give her a hard time or anything. Whatever is what's best for her is what I want for her, So hopefully, God bless her. Hopefully she'll get better, or at least feel better soon. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I think, but what I was going to say is that right now, I woke up this morning with kind of a tummy thing. I don't know. And as we're going on through the course of the show, I'm starting to, I think I got a bug or something. I don't know. I'm starting to feel she needs the rest. Yes, absolutely. But I'm starting to think that I might want to wrap it up here because I'm not feeling too good right now myself. Yes, God bless Ray. Absolutely. I agree. 100%. Let's see. You can pay $25,000 a year. Graham will co-host with you. Oh, no. That won't work. I'm at the point in my life now that I've moved and everything's all said and done and the dust is settled until I get everything going forward next month. I'm at the point now where like 25K, like, man, if I had $25, I'd be happy. So that's right. Praying for Ray. Thank you, Edward. I appreciate it. I'm sure she does too. I hope you get to feeling better. Yeah. Parson, I felt bad ever since the eclipse. Uh-oh. Oh, no. It's the eclipse, ladies and gentlemen. Twice. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap it up early, guys. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Thank you for joining. And I'll definitely be here tomorrow, Thursday morning. It's going to be great. And don't forget to join us on Saturday. Our guest is going to be Doc Leno. The one and only Doc Leno will be here. Doc Leno Story Time. Thank you, guys. Have a good day. Yeah. I'm all shook up.
My wife left me, saying I'm too insecure. Oh, wait, no, she's back. She's just getting groceries.
Told my wife the next door neighbor died. She said, "Who, Ray?" I said, "It's way too early to celebrate like that." Here we go. All right. I told my wife the next door neighbor died. Oh, jeez. All right, well, there we go. One last time. I told my wife the next door neighbor died. She said, "Who, Ray?" I said, "It's way too early to celebrate like that." All right. Okay, log it. Okay, here we go. I told my wife The next door neighbor died. She said, hooray.